Good morning. So let's talk about trauma. I recently heard from someone who said, so often people who have trauma in their lives in the past now become hypervigilant in their present moment. And in that hypervigilance, they are looking around for someone to have that behavior, cue them in on those things that traumatized them in the past. However, what they're looking for is the pattern that they already know, the pattern of what's familiar. And unfortunately, a lot of times, even though they're trying to be aware of the trauma, they get themselves back in the same traumatic issues again with someone who's going to take advantage of them, whatever way their trauma was. And I heard this person say, the way to release that is to no longer look for the pattern, to no longer search for the person out there who this person might show me a cue, or this person might, because we deliberate in our brains, but instead go in, look inward and say, is this something I truly want? If it didn't matter what anyone else thought or would say about the career, about the person, about our lifestyle, about anything we want to do, and we simply looked in and said, is this what I want? Not the way the person's pattern behavior is, but is this something I truly want? Am I truly happy continuing with this career? Maybe we had, trauma from people telling us, you have to do this, you better get this career, you better get a good job or else. And so we grew up thinking, oh, I have to do this, and pushed down the things we truly wanted. If you take a moment and think, am I truly happy here? Like me, myself, do I get up excited every day wanting to go to this job? Do I get up happy thinking about all the people I'm helping or how it's just fulfilling me creatively? Then do it. But if for some reason you are doing the things because, well, that's just what I was told I have to do, or that's what it is, or I'm with this person because they're like, he's really nice, or she's really nice, you should stay with them, they treat you so well. But no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. And are you truly happy as a person? Because that's all that matters. If you're not truly happy and in alignment with what's going on, then it's a no. I've recently had a situation come up where I found out some stuff that had nothing to do with me. It was something in someone's past, and it was an opportunity for me to just do something that I used to love, that I wanted to do again. And I felt myself tossing and turning all night thinking, well, this person, and they did these things, but they said sorry, but they didn't do these things because it's just a long, complicated story. But really, at the end of the day, the person's behavior and their actions is nothing I can control and nothing I can do about it. So if that is the case, I have to let judgment go of everything else and look inward and say, am I in alignment with doing this thing? Am I comfortable with this career or this person or, this relationship or whatever it is? It could be as simple as just buying something at the store. Well, maybe everybody tells us we need to get this thing because it's going to make our life so much easier. And we're just doing it for outside external validation. But inside, do we really want this? Is this something we're really going to use? If not, don't worry about it. Let it go. And when we start to turn inward and ask ourselves everyday simple questions of, do I even want this item at the store? Well, I just always got it because that's what my family always did and this is what we did. No, do I really want it? Does it make me happy? And when we start to answer those questions for ourselves, we begin to learn trust in ourselves. And when we learn trust in ourselves, we begin to let the trauma triggers go that the outside world might present to us of, I need to watch for this person, I don't know about them, or, oh, look at that thing, I think that's going to blow up, I think that's going to be a problem at the job. We're so worried about everything on the outside. If we just took the time to line up with ourselves, it would actually reduce all those traumas outside. We would no longer find ourselves going for the things that make us feel like I have to watch them, I have to be hypervigilant, I have to check on this, I have to check on that, I have to be aware, because we would be aware of ourselves. And we know that if it doesn't bring us happiness, if it's not something we truly want, then we let it go. It's okay that it was a great opportunity. It's okay that it was a wonderful person. It's okay to let things go and be like, you know what, it's just not for me. No shade, no shame on anyone else. It's just not what's right for me. And the things that are right for me, should someone get back into that situation that causes them to notice traumas again, they'll be more in alignment and trust themselves, and it'll be easier to walk away and say, hey, you know what? This just isn't in alignment for me anymore. You know what? I see you get angry all the time, and I'm just not in alignment with a person who wants to be angry all the time. I'm not waiting for the next, okay, they got angry. Now when are they going to get abusive? No. Is it aligned with me? At the same time, we can allow people to be angry. We can understand, hey, you know what? Sometimes people get angry. I'm allowed to be angry. That was when I personally had to learn and accept. I was so used to being bubbly and happy, and that's what people expected of me, that I had a harder time expressing my anger. And now I'm like, no, if I'm upset about something, I'm going to let you know. Because it's so much easier to have a hard conversation than it is to live with that anger and upset and just like shove it down for months at a time till it finally does boil over, or something does happen with that person and they get their anger out and then I don't. So baseline is, instead of looking for the outside world at all the triggers and questioning, is this a right thing or a wrong thing for me to be with, look inward and say, does this truly make me happy? Is this something I truly want? And if it is, go for it. And the more you trust yourself, the more steps forward you take, the sooner you'll be able to notice if something is out of alignment and you can let it go. I hope that helps. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.